Hello people, this is OniFox, and this is not going to be a tutorial I upload on my channel publicly, but I will be sharing it for you guys, because apparently it's really hard to make outlines. So I decided to make a video tutorial explaining it step by step. The first thing we need to do is just get ourselves a model. Luckily I have my model resources here. And let's take someone who's easy to work with. Let's do, you know what? Let's do Vegeta. Why not? We love Vegeta. So first things you need to do is get the fuck away with this right here. You need to get rid of a few models. So if you got this model that you have right here, which you can get in the resource Google Drive that I'm going to be linking in the description, you need to delete material 1, like that, and material 4. So your model should only have these 3. But the only one you care about is material 0, this right here. So we are going to duplicate this, which we do by hitting Shift and D. So now we have a duplicate. And the next step is to go into edit mode, which you can do down here by pressing Tab. And we want to get rid of every doubles, and you do that by either pressing right here. You can see the button is here by default in the tools menu, or you can press W. You can find it right there. The reason why you remove the doubles is because otherwise your model will not have the right outline. In fact, we're gonna keep the doubles just so I can show you what happens. Now, real quick, just for testing purpose here, we need to turn on this right here, backface culling. You can find it by going for this plus right here, just drag out. Now, let's continue. So, first we need to get rid of a few things that we don't need. These few things are a little different depending on the character, and sadly, oh wait, no, we do have the textures here, I believe. But they're not the right ones. Oh well, whatever. I know what it is I need to remove anyway. So for Vegeta specifically, we need to get rid of his eyes. We need to get rid of the blackness around his eyes. Make sure you're also in this mode. Oh, and I should probably mention, while you should know how to get a second window and to go into image editor, you probably don't know about this little button right down here. If you have that, normally you will only see the things that you select on this screen, but by pressing this button it will show everything of the model, which is amazing, because now you can just select on the model and it selects the part, or no, you can select on the UVs and it selects on the model, making it a lot easier. So I'm going to be selecting the parts that you won't be needing specifically for Vegeta, and again this alters between every character, but it should usually be the same thing, which is the inside of the mouth, the eyes, everything inside the eyes, all of these facial details, and these wheezy things, the ones that are inside his crotch. And we just have to delete them by pressing delete and click on faces. So this is all we need for our little beautiful outline. And now this is a step that you can only do if you have this installed, Blend for Web. I don't know personally how to do it without it, but rest assured you should have Blend for Web installed if you're going to mod FIGHTERZ. And you can find Blend for Web by just Googling like Blend for Web Blender download or whatever. I'll try and put it in the description if I can find it. But anyway, what we need to do is, in fact, get rid of, and I'm not going to do this because this takes way too long, but when you are making your outline, make sure you hit this right here, copy face normal, and make sure you also do it like after you have done the remove doubles. Again, I didn't do it this time to show you why you should remove the doubles. But normally you remove the doubles by now and you click that button. The reason why you do that is because it removes all of the outline, it removes all of the normals on the faces, which actually messes up the outline on the model. So you don't want to have that, which is why you press that button to get rid of it. Simple as that. Got it? Okay, so now let's get to the actual making of the outline. First, we need to decide what we want to keep using material 0, and what should be using material 1. And thankfully, they're color-coded as red and green. And it's actually very simple to know what should be material 0. And that is actually the hair and the mouth, believe it or not. These two, in fact, you can even, if you want to, you can even do the tongue and the teeth. It doesn't really matter. Like, I would just say everything that I have selected here is what you should keep as material 0. So I'm going to be going very quickly to show you what you do with these specifically. So you go to the UV channels here. You can find them in the triangle, and you go down to UV maps. You should always have 3 of them here. You go to UV2, which is what uses the decal texture. No, sorry, not decal, the detail texture. In fact, let me just quickly do this, and let me just load up the texture because I have it. I should have it right here. Let me open up it because this is actually something I do need. So where do I have it? There, and there we go. So here it is, and I select everything, and I press S to scale, and I press 0 to make it all 1 point. And you press G to drag it around, left click to apply, right click to decline, and you put it all in the black here. Now that'll make this part of the model always appear as black on the outline, even if it is normal right here. Makes it a lot easier if you want to change your mind later. So we got that out of the way. Let's just quickly hide that. And what we have left, we just make it use material 1 by going here and clicking assign. And we should be given with, let me get rid of this one. We should be given with this little nightmare. Beautiful, isn't he? Anyway, so again, normally you are supposed to do this. You're also supposed to remove the doubles. I once again didn't do that. So let's get to the next step here, which is going to shading in UVs in this tab right here, and click flip direction. Now it actually will react to the back face culling. So you click on the wrench here, the blue wrench, and you add modifier and you solidify. Now it will look weird right now. In fact, you can already see a little problem with the doubles, but first of all, you have to click on flip normals and only rim, and then you do thickness 1. This is something you're gonna have to like play around with till you get to a point that you're happy with. But here you can see the problem with the doubles. All of these lines, they should not be here. They are a disgrace. They are awful. I don't like them. Savage. Anyway, so we go back to the model, and you can do this while never. By the way, you never need to apply this. You can always have it like this, and when you export the model, it'll apply it automatically. So you can always edit it afterwards, without like having to redo the whole thing all over again, unless you are editing the model, in which case you should be redoing it all over again. But yeah, so this is why, this is why you remove the doubles, and I already showed you how to do that to get this outline. Now this is pure beauty. It is gorgeous. This is wonderful. This is I love it. And again, in fact, I'll show you right now how it looks without the backface culling on. It should not look like this. And if you are going to get this into the game, which I'm just going to be showing you how the outline is done, so I'm not going to be testing this out in game because I know it will work. You press this button right here to get rid of the entire like normally thing. In fact, you should even be able to press this button, but this is normally something that doesn't work all the time, so I recommend instead pressing that button. Again, you can press both, but this is the one that I know will work all the time. So that's about it. That's how the outline should work, and this is probably the most simplest way I can explain this to you guys. So if this tutorial did not help you, I'm sorry, but maybe you should just watch it again like several times until you realize what you're doing wrong, because I have explained these outlines so many times by now that I feel like I'm the only one making tutorials at this point. Anyway, regardless of that, as mentioned, you have to remove specific parts of the model when doing the outline. Some of them are different for every character. Some parts should still use material 0, while others should use the material 1. You have to edit the UV2, not the UV1 or UV. You don't need to edit that one at all. You can keep it as it is. And yeah, that's about it. Also, when you're making models, remove material 4 or whatever material is last. The ones that are the damaged textures, get rid of those. They do not work. We cannot make them work. There's no point of having them on your model. Alright. So, with all that said, I think this tutorial is coming to an end. I hope this helped you guys, and I hope it will you'll be able to use it to help other people as well. I'll try and link anything you need in the description, the 2 links that I mentioned, that is. And yeah, that's about it. I've been OniFox, and I'll see you next time, whenever I have to make another goddamn tutorial.